Hey you guys, this is Mr. Sal. We're going to go ahead and graph this logarithmic function. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and change that into exponential form. If that is something you're struggling with, I suggest watching the other videos from this playlist. You can find them on my channel. And then you can learn how to exchange these into an exponential form, which really isn't too hard. Again, it's just a matter of finding your b. And we have the y, so this must be our x, of course. So notice the big difference between this one and the other two that we have on the channel is that now instead of it just being x, it's actually an x plus 1. So if we solve this for x, we would subtract 1 from both sides, and that would give us 5 to the power of y minus 1 equals the x, which will help us to find the x values in the table, which we'll make right now. Next, we'll go ahead and choose appropriate y values, or simple y values to solve for using the equation. So I've done 5 to the power of negative 1 minus 1 is the same as 1/5 minus 1, which equals negative 4/5. That's my corresponding x value here. Next, I'll go ahead and do the y is 0, so 5 to the power of 0 minus 1 is the same as 1 minus 1, which is 0, which goes in with the 0. Next, I'll do 5 to the power of 1 minus 1, which is 5 minus 1 equals 4. So that's our corresponding value. So the next value I would want to use in the table is 2. So that gives us 5 to the power of 2 minus 1 equals 25 minus 1, which is 24. Now this point won't fit on the graph, but it tells us how the graph will react based on the values we have. So let's go ahead and put these values on the graph. I got negative 4/5 and negative 1 somewhere around there. I do have the origin, which I'll make a little bit better there. I've got a 4, 1, and then 224 is going to be way over here. Next thing I need to do simply is to connect these points using a non-linear line. So I don't know, something like this, right? And then as it goes down here, it will never touch that negative 1 spot. So maybe something like this, okay? So that's what our graph looks like. Again, it's important to remember that it will never touch this 1 line, and that's because we have a plus 1 right here, which essentially moved our graph to the left by 1 unit. So thanks for watching this. I hope it's been helpful. If you didn't understand it in class, I hope that you find this helpful and that you've used it in order to understand this a little bit better. Thanks for watching, you guys.